Good evening. Welcome back to the Captain's Coach. My name is Captain Will Mason, and tonight we are heading out of Hilton Head, South Carolina on this beautiful 54 Maritimo. The last couple days I've been up in Augustine Island with a new client, Rob, on his 38 Pursuit. And then Noah Davis with Galati Yacht Sales picked me up this evening. We drove down to Hilton Head, and now we are about to take off into the dark across the Atlantic. We're trying to get to Florida by tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, Sunday, we get a big blow in the Atlantic from the south, and we definitely don't want to be out there when that comes. Enclosed Bridge 54 Maritimo. She is a gorgeous boat. This is actually going to be Noah's grandfather's boat. Volvo D11s, straight shafts. My home for the next 4 days. She is a beautiful boat. Gonna thoroughly enjoy this enclosed bridge tonight. Check out that Hilton Head sunset. Should be nice and calm out there tonight. Yep, we are crossing the Atlantic tonight. Luckily we showed up to the boat and we weren't sure of the fuel situation at all, but luckily the boat is half full. We have 500 gallons, which is plenty to get us to Florida at a slow speed, at a slow cruise. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna chug all night long. Got about 163, 65 miles to St. Augustine. Or we may change course if the weather is looking good tomorrow morning, get it up on plane a little bit, and run on down to Fort Pierce or maybe Ponce Inlet, something like that, get a little further south. Check out the enclosed bridge. Nice up here. Got the aft deck. The air conditioning. Put you right to sleep. All right, get my Volvo stuff up. I just checked bow thrusters, VHF, engine room's clean. Let's go down there, I'll show you that. Let me make sure. Yeah, we have 264 gallons in each tank right now. Which should be plenty. Nice 8-9 knot cruise. Very clean. Very clean engine room. Good shape. Yeah, we're taking the boat all the way to Punta Gorda. The original plan was Anna Maria, but Terry wants the boat in Punta Gorda, which is what we're gonna do. So, I don't know, I'm hoping it'll be 4 or 5 days. Hopefully just 4. Hopefully be back to Punta Gorda by Wednesday night. That's the plan. The water tank, VIP. Bunk room, VIP head. Maritimos are Australian boats. They're made literally right next to Riviera. Somehow the water tank is still filling. Don't ask me how, but this is the master. Really unique master, kind of offset, but a lot of space. Nice size head, stand-up shower, good stuff. Comfortable boat. Noah went back to return the rental car and get us some pots and pans and some coffee. Because turns out the boat had a Keurig, and we bought stuff for a coffee pot. All right, he'll be back any minute, so let's go ahead and get the generator going here. That's your 12 volt battery panel. Or maybe this boat's 24. I'm not sure. I haven't got that far with it. So we're gonna do, start the generator first. So we're gonna prime it by hitting that down button, holding it. Good, we got a solid yellow. Hold start, flashing yellow. It'll prime off. There she goes. She's running. All right, Noah's back. Noah, how was your returning rental car experience?
Not the best. Got stuck at the airport for about 40 minutes, only to realize that Hertz doesn't have a drop-off sticker. On top of that, the Uber driver didn't like me. I made him make a loop for about 10 minutes. He drove around in a circle, canceled me. We then got the Uber driver back, and I left him a pretty hefty tip to come back and get me, because he was probably the only one on the island.
Oh, the adventures of boat delivery. All we do is just run around like chickens with their head cut off, trying to make this happen. I don't know. I think we're ready to push off.
Ready.
We're gonna skip dinner because that's just gonna make us tired as crap.
Yep. I'm gonna eat some Uncrustables.
And we're gonna roll. We're gonna eat some Uncrustables. I got them all on gin. You just want to call me, and we'll talk on the phone since we don't have mics, and we'll get the heck out of here.
Perfect.
Cool?
Sweet.
All right, let me go get them running. We done everything? I feel like I'm missing something. All right. Start. Port. Starboard. Bow thrusters. Check. Check. I'm going to turn that red light off because I don't want that right now. Let me get on the phone with him. Turn my wipers off. Oh, you ready?
Yep.
I don't know if we have a starboard bow line. I can't see it or not.
These lines come loose, I think, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Alright. Give me a second.
Let me know when you're on the boat. All right, check the starboard bow for me.
I can't see. I don't think there's one there.
I don't think so, but just double check.
All clear.
All right, just do me a favor, no lines or dragging in the water or anything. I'm sure they're not, but
no lines. There's fenders on your port side.
Yeah.
That's it.
cool.
I'm gonna grab those fenders right now.
Just let me know when I'm clear at the stern to swing it around.
Yep.
How am I looking?
All clear.
Look all right? I look good?
All clear.
It's bright out tonight. Do we got a moon or something? All these people are like, where the heck are y'all going? Oh, into the night we go, chugging across the Atlantic Ocean. Straight to Florida, here we come. Where's my dang rudder indicator? Zoom in here on my chart. See you later, Hilton Head. We out. Got a 54 a kilo over there. Hang up that. All right, now I'm looking for that green right there. All right, let me check my spotlight here, make sure we got spotlight. All right, coming around the south side of Hilton Head, we got a pretty skinny pass to get through, to be honest. It is marked. There definitely is some shoaling out here, but the boat's got previous tracks through there. We're about mid-tide up. We're not at low tide. It's about a mid-tide. And so we got maybe 2 or 3 feet up off of these low tide numbers on the chart. So should be good to go. Got radar rolling. I got it pulled into 1,500 feet just in case. Got a little bit of moonlight out here. It's good visibility from this bridge. When you're out here after, when you come out here like this and you're on a new boat and everything, you got to get all your senses adjusted. You got to get in tune with the boat, get in tune with your surroundings. You got to get in night mode. It's kind of a weird thing to explain, but you got to settle yourself down, start looking and finding the important things, paying attention to markers and buoys and all that good stuff. Everything looks different at night, it really does. So let's come out, let's sneak it out here. I don't know, I got NOAA. The spotlight is turned around backwards 180, and the spotlight remote and the controller is not working. So I got NOAA up on the bow on speakerphone, and he is keeping watch. We're doing 9 knots, and we're only doing 9 knots because the tide is screaming out. I mean, screaming. I'm only at 800 RPM. This is going to be a pretty narrow channel. We got a lot of flashing green and red cans, and you know there's a lot going on the horizon. So the first thing you got to do is just you got to find the closest can and the closest flashing can to you. I know my reds are going to be on the port. I know my greens are going to be on the starboard. And you just got to focus on the first blinking set. Don't get lost in the maze of all those lights. Focus on the first blinking set, get to that one, then focus on the second closest. It'll all make sense as you get to it and go through it, but it is definitely intimidating at first. The north side of Hilton Head is a much easier pass, much more wide open water, bigger channel, but about a 10-mile trek to get up there. So we're just going to follow these tracks. I'm going to use my sonar charting on Navionics, and we're going to go real nice and easy and keep it dialed in, one marker at a time. All right, coming up to the skinny part. Sure would be nice to have some sort of a psionics right now, huh? Hell, I'd take a battery-operated spotlight with my hand out the window. That's the way we used to do it. All this fancy stuff for boats, like, you know, these fancy spotlights with remotes. They don't work half the time. Captain shows up, don't work.
Never fails. Never fails.
We'll check
I gotta fix that. I gotta fix the spotlight, but I need to get fixed.
So there we are in the tide. So it's 2 foot up right now. Remember, all the chart up, all the data on the chart is at mean low tide, average low tide, recorded. And tide swings are 5 to 6 feet up here, maybe a little more some days. So you gotta understand that water elevation.
Do you still need me out here for anything?
Do I still need you? Alright, we are coming through the first narrow set. So I don't know if you can see that right there on the screen. But that's the first set. Then we got to come around and we got to go through the... Well, I guess that's the only narrow set. Yeah, okay. I thought it was going to be worse than that. I thought it was going to be a lot narrower, but this is the worst spot right here, and then we just cut it out. So just keep an eye on it. 8 feet under the boat, 9 feet under the boat. Make the turn any second. Now I got radar locked in, even though I don't know. Yeah, okay, it's picking it up. It's just there's too much crap on the screen with these quick draw contours that I hate. Come on, get it away. What are you doing? It's got the depth shading on. Chart settings, chart preference, layers. Alright, now's not the time to be messing with a chart plotter. I got one set up good the way I want it on the right. 9-10 feet. I think the hard part's over, but knock on wood. Yeah, I was with Mr. Rob on his 38 Pursuit, new to him. He upgraded from a 24 Sea Fox and a Desto. I flew up Thursday night to train Friday, Saturday with him. He was nice enough to let me stay at his house on the beach. Had a good couple days together and wrapped up with him today, and now I'm here, heading off into the Atlantic at night. Never gets old, guys, never gets old. Blessed to be able to do what I do. I appreciate all y'all watching and following along over the years. Hope I can keep doing it over the years for you. It's a lot of friggin' work doing this stuff, especially with the cameras. So, but this whole time, I've been using autopilot because autopilot will keep you going in a straight line and it will keep you from being disoriented. So doing 9 knots, I've got autopilot on heading hold, and I am adjusting in the autopilot course with my thumb, with my computer. That way I don't oversteer or get disoriented with my hands and with my eyes. So that is when an autopilot is a great tool. I'm keeping it right on those tracks on the right screen. I'm just using my thumb to adjust that course when needed. Because, you know, when we're coming through these inlets and passes, a lot of times, you know, you're making 1 to 3 to 4 degree increment course adjustments. So there's not really, you know, you're not making big turns generally. So it just, if you got a good working autopilot system, it helps you keep going in that straight line. And once again, I've said it a million times, you can kind of sit back and focus on other things that are also important. You know, keeping an eye on your surroundings and not like so locked into steering. I don't really like that depth shading stuff, so I turned it off. So I need to dim the screen a little bit more. So I don't know, you could say what you want, but I'm not a huge fan of the night mode. I'm a huge believer in being consistent with what you see. So I just like the day mode, the day colors, and then I like to turn the brightness down. Not a fan of night mode at all. You know, when you're used to one screen and you're used to one color shading, and you're used to looking at a chart all the time, you know, when you're boating during the day, when you are at night and it goes into night mode, right? All of that shading, the color shading on the chart reverses. So you almost have to rethink your chart, and rethinking your chart and, you know, trying to understand the chart, what colors are what, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's not what you should be doing at night at all. So just keep that in mind. Just stay consistent, stick with the chart that you like, lower the brightness, you'll be good. So that's where we are. Coming out of the channel, we're actually going to get in this big channel and then head out. So it's getting a little rolly out here. Probably a lot of this rolliness is due to shallow water in the past, but it is blowing from the east a little bit tonight. Nothing crazy, but definitely not going to be flat. It's good enough conditions to do though. Good news, we have successfully come out of the Savannah River. We did not get run over by a cargo ship. Bad news is Noah is pissed off because he cannot find the Starlink router.
Down bad.
He's very irritated. So we have 270 miles to Fort Pierce. We are currently doing 10 knots, but that's going to slow down. Sea conditions have gotten a little better once we got out of all that shallow chop. But on an autopilot, I'm going to straighten it up here toward Fort Pierce here in a second. But it's going to be on our beam from the east, port side beam. Might get a little rolly, we'll see. So we'll probably, I mean, obviously we're going to go slow through the night. That'll put us halfway, a little over halfway there. And then probably the remaining 100 miles, we can get it up on plane. As long as we have enough fuel. We're gonna have to check our fuel tomorrow once we get up, woke up, check our fuel, make sure we have enough to get on plane and run to Fort Pierce. Come into Fort Pierce and probably get a marina for the night, get some sleep, a night on the dock. You definitely need that after an overnighter, especially when you have to keep going. You got another 3 days after that. Well guys, good morning. It picked up a significant amount last night, and we've been doing some fuel burn calculations and mile calculations, and we decided to go ahead and cut it west to St. Augustine. We've got 50 miles to St. Augustine. It's probably 4-foot rollers out here, but she's a rolly girl with this enclosed bridge. She likes to pitch and roll. And when you get her on plane, it's pretty good. But unfortunately, we are at 0.4 miles to the gallon with this boat right now. Yeah, we're burning about 50 gallons an hour, 47 to 50 gallons an hour at 18, 19 knots, which she's thirsty. So we can't run anywhere on plane. Like, we were going to try to go to Fort Pierce, and that obviously won't work. You know, we were going to try to go to Ponce Inlet. Well, if I got into Ponce Inlet, based on conservative math, we would have, 10 to 15% left in fuel in the tanks. We went down and checked them this morning, opened the valves. And I wasn't quite comfortable with that, because once you come into Ponce, then you got to go 8 to 10 miles into New Smyrna Beach before you can get fuel. So, then coming into Ponce with 4-foot swells, I mean, I can do it, you can do it. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but overall, I think St. Augustine is just a safer, smarter bet. Leaves us more fuel. We can continue down the ICW, find a place to anchor or get a marina tonight, and come into a much bigger pass where we don't have to worry about a rock jetty right next to us. But we're just up here rolling around. We got 42 miles or something like that. I'll give you an update when we're coming in the pass. How was your night, Noah? Noah had the graveyard shift.
Long night.
Thankfully.
We got tossed around all night.
I haven't slept in a day, a full 24 hours. I didn't sleep at all last night. The bed up there, I had the VIP in the bow, and you ain't sleeping up there in this crap. Getting slapped around pretty good. You probably can't tell the swells or the pitch. It's not pitching too bad on plane, but you slow it down, it pitches a bunch. All right, coming into St. Augustine, about 11 o'clock. At least we can get down the ICW a good ways. I don't think I want to get fuel at this municipal marina, though. I think I want to keep moving down as long as we got some left, you know?
Yeah, I'm with you. That municipal
There's a
marina
couple small marinas
yeah.
down through there, you know, so. There's one nice one, actually. I forgot the name of it. The St. Augustine Inlet is pretty deep, but yeah, you're okay right now. But the breakers on an easterly wind can definitely be intimidating. You may have to slow it down and follow these.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and square it up. Go straight for that red. There you go. Surf them in.
Yep.
That's probably good. Yeah, got some good rollers coming in here. So one thing about big boats coming in like this, if you misjudge it and one of these waves catches your corner and takes you with it,
Here we roll.
you're gonna be in for a ride. I don't like alarms like that.
I don't either. Scares the crap out of me every time.
I've come in through here at night so many times. It's annoying at night.
Oh, dude, I'm
It
sure.
looks sketch,
I'm sure it does.
but it's really one of the easiest inlets. We'll probably have to open the bridge downtown, unfortunately. All right, inside the inlet. Everybody's hanging out on the beach. I've never really noticed that beach. Kind of a cool spot. Could you imagine those swells humping in with like 5-6 foot? Outgoing tide. Be fun.
Eastern breeze, outgoing tide, just clashing against each other.
Well, of course, the Bridge of Lions is not opening till 11:30, so we got to hang out for 30 minutes. Noah gets to practice his holding station skills. I'm just kidding, I can do it. Old St. Augustine, it's a cool town. They got a nice municipal marina with floating docks. If y'all ever come through here, nice downtown area. They got that old fort over there. Fuel prices are high, transient slips are high. A lot of current through the marina, a lot of current. So if you don't like docking and current, I suggest you probably come in there on a slack tide.
Stay away from this place.
But if you can pull it off, it's a nice stop. There's a couple other marinas around too. Well guys, Noah and I are trying to stay awake and alive. We're coming into Flagler. We got a transient slip tonight at Halifax Harbor in Daytona. So we've made really good time today. We kept it going from St. Augustine. We're running low on fuel, but we've only got 15 miles, so we should be okay. But about every 2 hours, my eyes start closing. Then I got to give the wheel back to him. That's what we get for sending it all night and not being able to sleep.
Left the dock about 10.
You got pretty crappy last night.
I got bounced around for several hours.
Turns out Noah does know how to drive a boat.
Every once in a while.
He can follow a channel pretty well. Thank God I don't have to train him on this trip. These Galati Yacht Brokers, him and Joe Galati, they know their stuff. They're one of the boys.
Absolutely.
We do have a banana on the boat.
No bananas.
What do y'all think about the banana theory?
No bananas.
Do y'all think that still applies in the 21st century?
Will is a clown.
I'm a clown for bringing the banana. Yeah, I don't know if I'm on board the banana theory these days or not. Some people are strict about it. So far, so good.
If we were fishing, you would have stayed at the dock. You would not been allowed to.
Oh yeah, we would have stayed if we were fishing.
Yep.
Yeah, tarantula probably would have crawled out and bit you. Thanks so much for holding that. Appreciate it. Have a good day.
You as well. You're welcome.
Right on time. That wind is howling. 5, 6 o'clock. Windy was right on time. Main Street Bridge, Daytona Beach. Halifax Harbor coming up on our starboard. So I think we're gonna go ahead and pull up to the fuel dock. It's 4:30. They close at 5:30 and take on our 1,000 gallons, so we don't have to do it in the morning. Go get our transient spot. I don't know whether we're going out to dinner or not, but definitely need a good night of recoup. You know, it's one thing to do this once or twice, but you got 4 more days to go. You kind of gotta pace yourself a little bit. Good morning. We are heading out of Halifax. Last night it rained all night, thunder, lightning. Gonna have another crappy weather day today. There's a lot of storms coming through. But we gotta head down to Melbourne. We're gonna pick up the owner, Terry, and he is going to ride with me on over to Punta Gorda. So he wants a few days on the boat, so we're gonna give him that. We're gonna scoop him. Maybe keep going. I don't know. We'll have to see where the storms are when we get there. Maybe we'll be there for the night. Daytona to Melbourne is not a lot of progress. It's maybe 50 miles. But we have to pick them up about midday. Yeah, we've got at least 2 more days. Whether we make it a third, that's going to be a question of timing and how hard we want to push. So really it's, 1 more day from Melbourne or wherever we end up tonight. On down to like maybe Stewart or maybe into the lake. I don't know. That's the thing. If we push hard, maybe we can get into Lake Okeechobee tomorrow night. That would be Tuesday night. And then if we do that, then we could get Lake Okeechobee through all the way to Punta Gorda. It should be a easy run, and we'll be home Wednesday night. It's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. That's what we're on track for, which is pretty good timing. I mean, doing that long crossing last night or 2 nights ago it was rough. It was not fun, but we got thrashed around pretty good. This is a pretty top-heavy boat. She likes to roll a little bit, going slow, but get her on plane, she's fine, but going slow, she likes to roll. So it was a little tossy, and we stuck it out though, and it made the trip better, timing wise. But I mean, if we didn't head out, we probably would still be up there in Jacksonville or maybe St. Augustine, or shoot, maybe in Georgia if the weather turned south. For all I know, we would have been up there in the ICWs. You always find out the limits of every boat when you get on them. Sometimes you know them ahead of time because you've been on one before. I've been on a couple of Maritimos. I have not been on an enclosed bridge like this one, and so far I really like it. It's a nice boat, but once again, is it designed to be out in long period of times going slow out in open water when it's relatively rough? Probably not. It's more of an inland cruiser going slow, right? ICW, staying close to the beach. Now, get it up on plane out there in open water, sure. The fuel burn on this boat is not phenomenal. We were doing 0.4 yesterday. 0.4 to 0.5 on plane, which is a lot. You know, that's a pretty good burn for this boat. Which, number one, that tells you that it probably needs a step up in power. So it probably needs a little bit more power than the power package that they put in it. It pushes it fine, but maybe they're a little underpowered, so they're working harder and burning more fuel. But yeah, you got to know the limits of the boat. You know, if the boat has stabilizers, or if it had a seakeeper, then that's a whole different story. But stabilizers probably would have been feeling pretty good out there. We got to head down through New Smyrna. I think we got to potentially open maybe one or two bridges. We got to definitely open the one at Haulover. Got to get through Ponce Inlet here. We got plenty of time. They're supposed to meet us between like 1 and 2, so be a nice little easy morning down to Melbourne. Now, as far as fuel burn goes at our hull speed, right now I'm doing 7.8 knots at about 6.6 gallons an hour. So 1.3, maybe 1.4 mile to the gallon. I don't know, I gotta do that math. But something like that. So over 1 mile to the gallon. If I bump it up to bump it up to 8.5 knots. 8.5 knots is right at 10 gallons an hour, so that's about 1 to 1. So pull it back just a little bit. So really like 8 knots. 8 knots at 8 gallons per hour is about the whole speed, best hull speed for this boat. That's the most efficient speed, I believe, is about 8 knots. So 1.1, 1.2, something like that. If I slow it down a little bit, then we get a little more, but then we lose a knot. So probably 8.5 knots is good to go for this boat. Hope you guys been liking the content lately. I mean, that Marlowe videos were pretty great. Hoping to have some more stuff on Lady J here soon. I've got a bunch of engine work going on right now with it. I've got my buddy doing some stuff for me. After cooler service and stuff like that, which I probably should have done a while ago, but we were so focused on other things. So got her on plane, running down through South New Smyrna into Haulover. About to be in Mosquito Lagoon. Let's get this bridge open. Running good. All right, Mosquito Lagoon. Wind's blowing from the south. Definitely not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's definitely choppy and white capping. Got another 20 miles or so to Melbourne Harbor to pick up Terry, and then we will keep on heading south, I guess. We got a bad line of storms coming in tonight. Definitely want to get put away before those come. Send it. Send it, Mr. Davis.
Radio's working on the ICW near Port Station.
What do you say?
What did he say?
Somebody's working?
I don't know. I can hear it.
It is storming. Noah is a little scared.
Nope.
He got a little nervous. Got some lightning just hit the bridge behind us. Coming into Melbourne now. This weather has been crap the last few days. Got a few more days though. Hopefully it gets better. That sailboat what? Might have got popped. So lightning literally struck maybe 200 yards right off of us.
That guy just got zapped.
Do you see him scrambling? I wonder if he got popped.
No, he
didn't get popped.
Sitting there.
Gosh.
To the rescue.
Yeah, we may want to get this thing going.
I'm with you.
Can lightning hit a moving target? I don't think so.
Let's hope not.
I mean, I know it can hit a moving target, but the chances have to go way down.
Now when you're doing 22 knots in a Maritimo, it can't catch you.
Burn that diesel coal.
Absolutely.
Burn that dinosaur fuel.
Need that stuff.
Well, it's coming down now. Hard. Sideways rain. The whole deal. Coming into Melbourne Harbor. This will put a damper on the day. Hopefully this moves through so we don't have to sit in this stuff. How much crap did he bring?
Sounds like a lot.
He brought a lot of crap?
Sounds like he brought a lot of crap.
Oh, gosh. What do we need a lot of crap for?
I don't know what we need a lot of crap for. What does every boat owner need a lot of crap for?
That is what you call hairy. I got negative 0.4. Are we blowing mud out the back?
You are indeed, yep.
I hailed the marina, and they said they don't have any depth issues in this channel. He did say to favor the reds, though. He said he had a 100-footer come in last week. It is low tide, but that's the skinniest I've seen on this boat this trip. I was just bumping it in and out of gear. You don't like seeing in the negatives. Still negative 0.5.
You're still churning up mud.
Yeah, either the props are barely catching some mud or we are literally scraping bottom just over it.
Haven't felt any bumps yet.
Haven't felt any hits or anything, any drag. So hopefully they built this in an extra foot of offset under that prop. Either way, I don't like it. Skinny, skinny, skinny. Shoo! Starting to drop off now. Wouldn't that be something? Right as we're picking them up. Sometimes, guys, there's nothing you can do on that stuff. If you're not sure of a particular channel, I did have a feeling about that channel before I came in. I had a feeling for some reason. I don't know what that told me, but you know, if you're not sure of a channel coming into a marina like that, call the marina. See if they have any depth issues on a lower high tide. Some of these boats coming into marinas, you need a high tide. You got to plan your trip out. But I think we're okay now. We'll get it on the fuel dock. Hey Noah.
Yeah.
Looks like on how this dock's set up, we're gonna need fenders. It's gonna touch the baseboard before the piling.
Going down to the water line again?
Midsection, mid-hull. Yeah. I'll wait on you. All right. Laid her up here easy. Yeah, it was skinny out there. I was reading -1.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Where at exactly?
Second red going out.
Really?
Yeah. No, yeah. We were like, should we stop? We're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up here. Awesome trip from Hilton Head down to Melbourne. Owner just got here, his grandfather. So we're gonna head on down to Stewart today. Hopefully the weather clears up, but appreciate you, bud. Thanks for having me along.
Thank you. Yep.
Noah.
Noah Davis, Galati on sales, 863-398-2502. Call me.
There you go. They'll get you on a nice Maritimo like this, or Viking, Valhalla. You specialize in Valhalla, right?
That's
Yeah.
it. Call me. If you want Valhalla, I'm your guy. Call me.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe. You know the deal. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for coming along for the ride. We're out.